from the methadone clinic.
Yeah, they're like we heard something about medication.
You'll like this one. These are hymns of praise. So hymn number 1, I need 3 every hour. Somebody put I need 3 every hour. No, but maybe he needed 4 every hour, and he's cutting back.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So
it's like a praise report song.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like, I've got a praise report. I only need 3 an hour now.
I'm down to 3. 3 what? I don't know. I'm just saying. The hymn of response, crown him with many cows. Not crowns, cows.
Are we Hindu or something?
But maybe it was like, well, I'm just saying, because I got a lot of really cool Mennonite friends and Amish friends. Maybe they're like, this was a deal.
Oh, yeah.
Many
like,
cows, brother.
Him with many cows. Thank you. Bring them in.
Yeah, because, I mean, back in the Old Testament, you get a cow or a goat or something like that. So they could have been, ladies, don't forget the rummage sale. It's a chance to get rid of those things not worth keeping around the house. Bring your husbands. That is a true line that was written there. Now, I mean, listen, ladies, you don't need to be so direct.
Right.
We could just kind of.
We get the hint.
We get the hint.
Yeah. Wow.
You're not worth keeping around the house. But, hey, thank the Lord we ended up with the wives we did. But before, you were single for a long time.
I was, yeah.
Did you get, try to get hooked up from other people, like trying to set you up?
Oh, constantly. And that honestly was one of the main reasons I stayed single for so long. Cause I was just like, I refuse to date anyone that is forced on me. I always tried to date outside the circle, around here. And so it was just always like, no. I mean, there's a certain lady, we both know her very well. She would throw me people all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just like, no. I was like, hey, stop it.
And she has not had 100% success rate ever.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
But I think, like, if you're married, our job is to get everybody else married.
Right.
At that point in time.
Yep.
And then if you're married, why aren't you having kids?
Right.
You know, we want you to have kids right away.
Oh, my goodness. I've had 2. I'm done.
2 are, yeah, man, that's a beautiful thing, though,
right there.
And, kids are wonderful, man. The life, they're just like so amazing.
Great.
I've got mine are college age now, so I get to interact with them, and man, the stories they tell. And now they're coming clean with stories of things that they did when they were kids that I never knew about.
Yeah.
And they feel like there's enough distance where I don't feel the sting of it.
Right.
That's what happened to the car.
Yeah.
I thought it was the neighbor, but because some of the stuff was fairly devilish, but
No, that is nice when you're finally able to be like, so 10 years ago,
Yeah, remember we told you
there was a small fire.
Bad neighborhood kid came in and started that fire. Well, here's what happened.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. And if we're inviting people to Morningstar, because people listen to these podcasts from all over the time. And, so that's, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't hear us talking about current events and stuff, it's because Studio 8, by the time we release them we want to keep them what we call in the business evergreen.
That's right.
You can listen to them anytime. There's still classic humor.
Right.
Like Dick Van Dyke or, somebody like that. You can listen
Ball.
Yes, exactly.
I was just trying to stay in the same era.
You got some explaining to do. Yeah, I'll have to tell you a story about the museum at one. But anyway, we're trying to keep this, but so when I'm talking about Morningstar, I don't want to hear like, hey, tomorrow we're doing this, tonight we're doing this. Right. Even though we have really cool stuff like this weekend, got a group of really cool people coming in. But what's the general feel you're getting for the ministry?
Oh, well, I think, I really see us thriving in a new way. I think, especially we're in an interesting season right now where we're finding new ways to really expand our reach and doing it really well. And I just see a lot of exciting new things coming, including here on campus. I see a lot of new life coming. And So I just see our reach expanding digitally, but I also see our reach really becoming more impactful here on campus. So you got to come visit us because there's a lot of cool things going on.
Yeah. And, if you don't know, and, this isn't a commercial or anything, we just don't do that, but you can come and you can check into a hotel room, nice hotel room. You can stay a day, a week, a month. You can, and you can, there's something that goes on every night. We have prayer. We have, Bob Jones. Hey, I'm sounding too much like a commercial here.
Well, I mean, there's a lot going on. It's exciting.
There's a lot going on, and we're excited about it. So, here we go. Potluck summer. Right, here we are. Ladies Bible study will be held Thursday morning at 10 a.m. All ladies are invited to lunch and fellowship hall after the BS is done. So you're too lazy to rewrite the word Bible study.
Yes.
So you just put the BS. And now I wonder if that was like a Freudian slip, like if it was somebody watching,
or just a really angry secretary that just doesn't like those Bible studies, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to do this."
This one they're naming names, so I'm telling you from my source here, and don't get offended. But the missionary from Africa speaking at the Calvary Memorial Church in Racine.
Okay.
Name Bertha Belch. Announcement. Come tonight and hear Bertha Belch all the way from Africa. What a skill set.
Right.
I mean, I've been to Africa. I got to take 2 planes to get there. But apparently Bertha can belch all the way.
Do they have a countdown for that? They're like, okay, here she goes. 3, 2, 1, Bertha. It's amazing. What a great name.
That would be great.
Wow. I got to look up Bertha
all
Belch.
The way from Africa.
Yeah.
Now, listen, she may be a big singer or something, so I apologize. And this is one that just came out. Where are we at here? So, the church will host an evening of fine dining, super entertainment, and gracious hostility.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I've actually been to that.
Yeah. So have I.
I've actually been to that. So listen to in the evening of fine dining. So apparently they gussied it up. You weren't getting a burger there. You were getting something. Super entertainment and gracious hostility. It's the passive aggressive thing there.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Oh, it's good to see you wearing that shirt again.
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe you actually showed up. Yeah, that's a good one.
We haven't seen you in quite some time now, haven't we?
Yeah, wow.
But it's gracious hostility.
Right.
And I appreciate that as opposed to just your garden variety sinner hostility, which, listen, I mean, there's just no place for that.
Yeah, it's sprinkled with grace.
Stewardship offertory. Jesus paid it all. Somebody was thinking that they were clever with that one.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. I think visitors are asked to sing their names at the church entrance. I think that because you could do like tryouts.
Yeah, that would be nice.
David Young. Next.
They were like, okay, you will not be on the worship team. That's amazing. I would
then
actually
you get
love
like
that.
Brittany Houston in,
Right.
and then she starts belting it out.
Right.
You're like, oh yeah, honey, right up here.
Man, that would actually be great if we all sang our names when we entered the building.
Yeah, maybe we could do that. Maybe they did. I don't know. Maybe that wasn't a mistake. The guy writing that bulletin is like listening right now. They're like, what do you mean?
Yeah,
we did sing our names.
That wasn't a joke. That we really did this.
We performed on Broadway. We did mostly Gershwin songs. Hello, my honey. Hello, baby. Hey.
Oh, that would be great.
How are you, Johnny?
I have always wanted to have a life where I just sing. everything. That would be really nice.
Hey, you know what? What do you think about these kind of Disney-esque things where you're going through some kind of teen drama and angst, and then the whole lunchroom breaks into song? Like, I've seen ones like that. I mean,
it would be nice. Are you talking about like it actually really happened?
No, like I'm talking about. See, I don't watch a lot of that stuff, but like
like the shows.
The shows, yeah.
Yeah.
So like, like you're actually watching kind of a melodrama, and then all of a sudden they burst into song in the cafeteria, and they do some choreographed dance.
I personally love it.
What's that?
I personally love it and wish it would really happen in real life.
I think it could, right?
Yeah. Could you imagine Rick? Wait
a minute, ladies and gentlemen, this is our last podcast episode. Thank you for joining us. Right. By the way, our resumes are available. But go ahead, Dave.
Please hire. I'm just saying, could you imagine Rick in the middle of one of his rants or maybe speaking, and all of a sudden he breaks out in song? It would be amazing. He's like, there's a ditch on either side. I think it would be great. I mean,
what a day it has been. What a rare, hey, ladies, like that lounge act.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
No, where he stands on stage like the lounge act. And he's like, what a rare mood. It's good to see you, Sally. Don't forget your usher on the way.
I'd pay good money to see that. I really would.
Yeah. You've been around enough. So I've seen some great Rick faux pas. I'm kind of hesitant to say one, but the best one that I've seen recently is he was saying about marriage, and Rick's been married, I don't know, probably coming on 40
yeah, it's
years.
Close. Yeah.
And he was talking about how good it is, but he goes, but God hates marriage. I mean divorce. But the pause was even longer in between.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like reading the scripture that he was talking about at the time. But then when he said it, my head just like cocked and went to him. I'm like, God hates marriage.
Right. You're like, I got to rethink my whole life.
I got to rethink this thing.
Yeah. Rick has the best.
Yeah. Tell
like
me. I mean, this honestly coming up, I'm coming on my 30th wedding anniversary in just a week or so. Yeah, thanks. Yeah. And I really appreciate that because, my wife deserved a really good husband. That's the way I look at it. I'm really happy for her that she got the right guy.
What an honor.
Because she could have got some crumb or something, but the Lord really looked out for her.
Right.
But how many are you going on now?
This will be my 5th year in October. So I'm still young.
No, you're right on track. 5 years, 2 kids.
Yep.
So it's like a kid every 2.5 years.
And no more.
But kids are great, aren't they?
They are great.
And can you imagine life being single at this point?
No,
you can't.
I'm so happy I'm not.
You can't imagine it.
No, I mean, I would never eat because I'm a terrible cook.
You'd be like starving, emaciated.
Yeah, I would.
I think, ladies and gentlemen, as we begin to wind down, one of the things that I'm seeing is that laughter and kind of making fun of these things, and I can imagine if that was me writing the bulletin and then all of a sudden I passed it out and like everybody's like laughing and they're pointing to it. I mean, I might have felt bad, but get over your bad self.
For real.
Yeah. I mean, life is, so Dave, take us out with a thoughtful thought of, how to laugh at our mistakes. Cause really, I mean, he who sits in the heavens laughs. I think God just is like, encouraging us on.
I want to encourage all of you that it is okay. I'll give you a really quick story about one of the times I made a huge mistake in ministry and I laughed it off. Okay. It was one of my first times ever leading worship at Morningstar. I think it was my actual first time. And I got up on stage. I stepped on the mic stand. It snapped, broke it, and a certain word came out of my mouth that is not a good one. The mic was on.
Wow.
And there was reverb and echo, and that word echoed through the building. And you know what? I could have been mortified. I could have whatever, but I just laughed it off, and it was all okay.
Wow.
You know what I mean? It was my human nature coming out a little bit, but you know what? I felt like God liked it.
Yeah, because
that's fine.
Because at the end of the day, mic stands are going to break.
Exactly.
Things are going to happen.
Cuss words are going to slip.
I lost a kid or two when I was a dad. that, but we all do. Yeah. We got them back from the police later on. It wasn't a big deal.
That's right. It's fine.
After therapy, they started talking again.
Exactly. So if we can leave you on that thought, it's just don't take yourself too seriously. It's okay.
Come see us at Morningstar.
Yes.
We would love to. It's like, I keep inviting people. It's like a zoo. You'll see us in the cage.
Yeah. You're like, just come by to our wing of the zoo. We'll be in our little cage and
and we'd love to laugh with you, get to meet you. And we're threatening we've got to do some of these live. But until
we really do. Until then, we will see you later. Check us out. Share it, tweet it, post it, and we'll see you guys next time on Drive Time with David and Dave.
Thank you, guys. David and Dave are David Vallier and Dave Yarnes of Morningstar Ministries. If you would like to know more about Morningstar Ministries, please visit their website at www.morningstarministries.org. Join us next time when we continue with the next edition of Drive Time with David and Dave. For David and Dave and their studio team at Morningstar Ministries, this is